On number 28 of this Chapter 6 review sheet, um, let's take a look at this problem. For an upcoming 3-on-3 tournament, Coach Davis wants to know how many 3-girl teams can be formed from a list of 34 girls. So it's our job to figure out how many are possible. So this is an example of a combination problem where order doesn't matter. We just want to know how many small groups, in this case 3-girl groups, can be made out of a total list of 34. So you'll go to your calculator and you'll type 34 because that's the total number of girls we have to choose from. Then you'll go under PRB, so these are your steps. Find the PRB button on your calculator. And then in that submenu, you're looking for NCR. So when you keyed in the 34, you keyed in the N number. So choose NCR, hit the enter key there. And then when you get back to your screen, looks something like this, you'll key in the 3, and that's going to be the R number. So N is the total number to choose from, and then R is how many actually are you choosing out of that total. And then you hit the enter key from there to get your answer. And that is 5,984 3-girl teams that can be chosen. All right, number 29, a restaurant offers 5 items for its first course, 7 for the second course, 4 for the third, and then there's 3 dessert choices. How many complete meal choices, 3 courses and a dessert, are possible? So this is the fundamental counting principle. You notice we have these categories. I like to look at them as categories. First course is a category. There's 5 choices here. There's 7 choices here. 4 choices for the third category, third course. And then there's 3 choices for dessert. So this is the fundamental counting principle, says you take the number of choices from each category and you multiply those numbers together. So pretty easy. 5 times 7 times 4 times 3. Go into our calculator. And that's 420 meal choices. All right, and then number 30, still just a review of our parent functions and how they are transformed. So this particular parent is the quadratic. All right. So we see the parabola. So this is the quadratic parent. Well, the parent has been moved 2 places to the right. All right. So this is how I show 2 places to the right. And then it's shifted from there 3 places up. This is how I show moving 3 up. And the parent, which would be this, all right, so that's how the parent started. We've done the shifting, and it's also been flipped over. It's flipped upside down. And so the way we show that in our equation is we put a negative in the front of the parentheses. So that is your answer for number 30. So this concludes the review. These 3 problems were not part of the original review. I would say this, on this review, this is a combination problem. I would be prepared, make sure you go back and review the difference between permutations and combinations. There could be one of each on the test. So permutations are all about how many ways we can put things in order, how many different ways can we arrange people or things. And then combinations are just how many choices can we make, how many small groups can be formed out of a big group where order does not matter. Okay, so this should conclude it. I hope you prepare well for the test. Let me know if I can help.